Having finished showing Mjol, her fifth companion, around her plantation, Niesha took her small warband back to Windhelm to pick up with Ulfric. She was keen to get back into the war and push towards Solitude and the Thalmor headquarters there. When she got back to Windhelm, she was surprised at the orders she received from Ulfric. He was impressed with her party and had a special mission for her. It turned out that her attack on the Thalmor hideout in Riverwood had unearthed a far greater threat. Ulfric had received a missive from Riverwood through his spy network that the Riverwood hideout had been filled with more soldiers and a far greater threat. Ulfric's orders to Niesha was to take her warband to Riverwood, destroy the hideout and follow up on any information that she could find while there. With a glint in her eye and a smile on her lips, Niesha thanked Ulfric and made haste to Riverwood. Leaving Riverwood through its north entrance, the companions headed up into the foothills of the mountains and the place where Niesha had last encountered the Thalmor.
Is someone there?
Once again there was a guard outside, so Niesha knew that she was in the right place. This hideout was well hidden inside these foothills and not easy to spot. Making their way inside, the companions braced for battle.
Come on, show me what you can do. That's what you can do.
Clearing this area, the team moved further into the hideout to look for the hangout leader.
That's the last of them.
Having dispatched the leader, it was time to look for the warden. Her over-eagerness to face the Thalmor meant that Niesha had pushed too far, too fast, and she was almost overwhelmed. Luckily, her companions were close behind and joined battle with her.
That's the last of them.
With Thrower taking out the last of the Thalmor in this area, Niesha needed to track down the security boss for this hangout, who was supposed to be in the main treasury.
Is that your best?
The fighting was intense, with the Thalmor pushing Nisha's group back into the doorway.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
On your knees, worm!
The white hate you. You need to do better than that. I will have been far away.
Eventually, there was a pile of Thalmor bodies and Niesha could loot the treasury at her leisure.
Not too shabby.
One of the many chests contained a full set of dragon scale armour. This was far superior to what Niesha was currently using, so she decided to take it for herself. Moving back through the hangout, the group was attacked by more guards and some ranking officers, who the team managed to overcome. This just left the governor, and then his hangout would be out of commission. The fighting in this area was the fiercest, with the Thalmor putting up a brutal defence. However, once the governor had been killed, the rest of the Thalmor lost heart and were quickly dispatched. All that remained was for Niesha to look for more information about the Thalmor's plans. In a side room, Niesha found what she was looking for: details of the Thalmor's plans to invade Markarth. She would need to get to Markarth and find out where this attack was coming from and put a stop to it.
What can I do for you, friend?
The best place to look for information was always the local inn, so she headed for the Silver Blood Inn.
The finest jewelry in all the...
A warning note left on the counter for all the citizens to read. This would be easier than she had expected.
Big hunk of mutton sounds good, right?
This hideout was tucked away, right next to the city walls. It was so well hidden that Niesha almost missed it completely. Time to battle the Thalmor again.
My goodness, are you? You'll need better than that. Thanks for having my back.
This followed the same pattern as last time, with more and more Thalmor falling to the friends' weapons in each room.
That's the best, huh? Last kick.
Niesha's fury knew no bounds. With each Thalmor that she felled, Niesha's spirit sang with the bloodlust of battle and an oath being fulfilled. Nothing and nobody was going to stop her.
End your miserable life!
Just a scratch.
I'll end your miserable life! I'll see you first!
The bigger the pile of bodies, the better.
That's the best we can do.
see you burn!
Another day, another victory. Bad. Is that it? Is that your best? That's the last time. Couldn't have done that without it.
This treasury had an amazing set of heavy dragon plate armour, perfect for Mjol, along with a huge amount of gold.
Let me know if you need anything.
This mission was turning out to be very lucrative for Niesha. Not only was she slaking her thirst for revenge, but she was getting a lot of gold and some of the best armour known in this land to gear up for the trials ahead. Just the governor left to take care of.
Not quite good enough, are you? Having drenched the walls and floor in Thalmor blood, Niesha was pleased to see that all her companions were relatively unharmed. With one last guard to take care of, who was cowering in the corner, Niesha could look for more information that would help with her mission for Ulfric. It looked like Riften was next on their list of cities to attack, so she had to move her team fast to stay ahead of the Thalmor. She wasn't, however, expecting the welcome party on the way out that caught the group by surprise.
Human, your time is at its end. I end your miserable life. You can't win this.
That's how it's done. The last of them.
Heading to the Bee and Barb in Riften, Niesha very quickly found the information that she was looking for.
Never allow anyone.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason. Yes?
Huh?
The Riften hideout was east and south of the town along the main road.
Bad idea.
Another Thalmor guard gave the location away, making Niesha's life a lot easier.
Another day, another victory.
What was that?
These Thalmor were caught unaware and were very quickly dealt with, allowing the companions to move further in to eliminate this cell of Thalmor soldiers.
Gets around us.
Not quite good enough, are you?
That's the best you can do? You'll need to be better. Not quite good enough, are you?
I'll end your miserable life!
That's the best we can do? Ancestors grant me strength.
I'll see you burn!
Just a scratch. That's the best you can do? Out here is kill or be. Suffer at my hands. Found you. Not quite good enough, are you? That's the best you can do.
I'll see you burn! I yield! Is someone there? Is someone there? Come on! You're dead! Yeah!
Not quite good enough, are you? Best you can do? Couldn't have done that without you.
The Riften treasury proved just as lucrative as the previous two. Not only was there a vast amount of gold, but Niesha found a set of Shadowfang armour for Janessa and a beautiful mighty steel greatsword for Calderin.
What's on your mind? Lead on.
Never shot!
Not quite good enough, are you? Come on, warrior. Fight me blade to blade. Thanks for having my back now. Last mistake.
I'll see you burn!
This is our last Couldn't have done that without you.
With this area cleared, Niesha found a note that informed her of the presence of Anthetis Semexis soldiers, an elite force of Thalmor that would prove to be a huge challenge for the companions. If it meant more Thalmor deaths, then Niesha was going to hunt them down.
Fight you want, you've got it. Not quite good enough, are you? Later challenge us a fate to die. You're as good as dead.
Nord fights.
Huh? No, you don't.
Your time is at its end.
Talos, smite you.
Death is the only way out of your misery. You're but a dog.
Victory. Now.
Heading outside, the companions prepared to face the elite Thalmor soldiers.
Elven supremacy is the only truth.
Not quite good enough, are you?
I'll see you.
That's your best, huh?
Give up! I'll end your miserable life.
It was a huge battle, and one that she was grateful to have her friends by her side, as she wouldn't have been able to come this far without them. Tired and blood-soaked, Niesha could call this mission a success and report back to Ulfric, although she felt they all needed a bath and some ale first.
Nord fights.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Ulfric was pleased with the results of her mission. When she related the events to him, he was most pleased that her warband had driven most of the Thalmor presence from Skyrim and prevented the sacking of his cities. He was also looking forward to her group joining his soldiers when they marched on the next city in his fight to become High King.
Now control the center. It's a powerful position, one I aim to keep.
More so in time.
The piles of dead told a grim tale, but also left a stark message for the Thalmor. You are no longer the hunter, but the prey. Niesha was hunting them and eliminating them from this part of the world. Her lust for revenge was as strong as ever, and she wondered if her thirst would ever be slaked.